to the right, the pole sitter, Laurens Van Hoopen, and we are go here in Canada, and it's a dash down towards the first corner. Nikola Tsolov looks like he's got the jump on Van Hoopen, and he's going to try and take it all the way around the outside. Perfect move from Nikola Tsolov, who goes into the lead of the race. Laurens Van Hoopen, a slight lock up behind. It looks like Martinius Stenchorn is in third place as they now head into the chicane, and here comes Van Hoopen back on the attack there and back into the lead of the race. What a battle in the early stages.
Oh my goodness, they are tippy-toeing through the early stages of this lap. It is so slippery and greasy out there. Down towards turn one, you can see Van Hoopen there with the lock-up, and it was really nicely managed from, I thought, from Van Hoopen and Tsolov there. Respectful racing between the two of them. You can see how much the field are struggling. Van Hoopen manages to get a bit of extra traction out and snatch the lead back. Really brave on the brakes. Here comes Kamara, having a look at Mini down the outside of the wall of Champion chicane. Thinks better of it, and that is not the approved line back onto the racetrack through the exit of 14.
No, it isn't. There's a yellow line that runs down there. You have to rejoin there, but Kamara has let Mini go back through, and now he's going to go through in towards the first corner. Brave move from Rafa Kamara, but that's why he's an F3 champion. And Van Hoopen having to defend here from Nikola Tsolov. Oh, and he's gone into the wall of champions. Laurens Van Hoopen, our race leader, is out of this race. Huge damage to the right-hand side of his car. What a devastating end to the weekend for Van Hoopen. We come back through the final chicane, and we are back racing in the feature race here in Canada. On to lap 8 of 39 we go, and we've got one of the AIX drivers coming in, which is Emerson Fittipaldi, I believe. Out front, it is Tsolov from Stenchorn, Villagomez in third place. Oh no, that's Emerson Fittipaldi, having just come through the pit lane.
And is he going to go down there and just lock straight up? Looks that way. Straight off and into the wall. Zero deceleration.
I crashed. I had no grip.
Oh no, that's is that John Bennett pulling over? It is.
So we're looking for the Trident that's going to be released from the pit lane in the front of shot there, and it is. It's contact in the pit lane, and he's broken the right front suspension there.
Yeah, that's because Invicta were double stacking, and they had Dirksen waiting for Kamara to get out of the way. And there goes Villagomez. Well. In towards the final chicane they go, and it's Belinsky from Herta, Miney, Boyer and Tsolov, and Belinsky has absolutely vaulted away. He could even break the DRS here as Tsolov is trying to clear Boyer as quickly as he can, and he's going to dive to the inside. Nikola Tsolov, the Red Bull Junior, side by side with the Aston Martin back driver Boyer, who runs him to the outside of the circuit. Almost contact between the pair, and Stenchorn's now gone by.
Stenchorn gets through for the virtual lead of the race, and still Tsolov working on Boyer, who could easily stay ahead of him if it rains here. These drivers out front of the field, they might be off sequence, but they realise that they're battling still for a realistic track position. This is going to be so tough for the leaders coming through.
Lunge from Nikola Tsolov on Martinius Stenchorn there, and Stenchorn is going to have Tsolov side by side for what could be the effective race lead here, and Tsolov trying to get through, Stenchorn furiously defending. Stenchorn now dives down the inside of Kush Miney there to go through into third place, and Tsolov will follow him through on the exit.
Rain on the camera lens once more. DRS is still enabled, which Tsolov will have as he makes his way down towards turn 13, but so will Miney. So he's going to have to get it done on the brakes with some little flicks of rain on the visor.
There will be, all fingers crossed, down at Darmstadt. That rain comes down. Oh, contact there. Nikola Tsolov is round in contact. I think that was from Kush Miney, and Tsolov has gone into a spin. Another one of our race leaders, championship leaders, being spun at the final chicane.
Tumbling down out of the top 10, Nikola Tsolov. Kamara down the inside. That was so close on Mari Boyer. Let's have a look at what happened between Tsolov and Miney. Is that contact? Or did he just lose? I think we're hearing it is from another angle, so let's listen in. Yeah. Just hit from behind, isn't he? And you can see the response on the pit wall for Campos. Kamara to the inside. That's a deep move on Villagomez.
And that's front wing damage for Villagomez as well. Oh, and he's closed the door. Slammed it shut on Gabriele Mini on the exit, and he's slowing up. I think there's... there is. Look at the front left of his car. There's damage. It looked an ambitious move from Kamara, didn't it? He was late on the brakes there, but...
That is just the most unfortunate of touches. Look, you can see it's just bent the steering arm. Beganovic also side by side with Kamara as they go again. Beganovic looks like he was going to have a go up the inside. Kamara's gone wide then and given Beganovic the place on the exit of 14.
Beganovic goes through up into 4th place. And have they changed? Going off there, that is Roman Bielinski, isn't it? Who's gone way wide down at the hairpin. Stenchon is going to go into the lead of the race.
Not having a nice
and that's Kamara trying to go down the inside there, and he spun at turn 2. Kamara trying to go round the outside at turn 1, down the inside of Bielinski.
Then launched to the inside of turn 2, and there was never a gap there, was there? No. Unfortunately for Rafa Kamara. He's been feisty throughout this race. Moment with Villa Gomez, I think, was a bit of a racing incident, but that one is clumsy.
That's not the way, man. That's not the way. You now need to keep it cool, reset. There's no reason to go back anymore. I have a very big reason. If you get a penalty for Monaco, I'm going to win. Okay? So I want you to be back on track, even if you're 2 or 3 laps down and we go slow. I don't care. I want the penalty today.
And a spin from Ritomo Miata. Is that in the number 3 high-tech? It is, but that is what Invicta are doing because the next race is Monaco. And now down the straight, that is Alex Stung going by Gabriele Mini onto the podium places there. Into the chicane we go now. 5-second time penalty confirmed for Rafa Kamara. He'll want to get back out on track and serve that in this race.
This, Beganovic stops.
Yeah, Beganovic stopping coming up to turn 3. We saw smoke coming out the back of the car.
It's gone. It's gone.
Well, they'd been managing an issue, hadn't they? But unfortunately, whatever befell, Beganovic has finally become terminal.
Invicta in a race against the clock here to try and get back out there. Safety car is out. Rafa Kamara is going to come back out, and we'll see if he continues the rest of the race. He's going to serve that 5-second stop, isn't he? Under the safety car. And then really this will be a test session.
Horny, let's just go for the restart. Let's work together and build a gap. We don't want to repeat it last one.
Tell who?
Mary boy, what happened there?
Yeah. Operating in minus grip there, isn't he, unfortunately?
Great restart from Martinius Stenchon, just trying to get heat into those tyres. It's the 2 Alpine juniors very close together. There's 3 of them. Remember, Kushmini needs to come and have a compulsory pit stop. He is waiting for rain, but he has Dirksen all over the back of him and a recovering Nikola Tsolov as well trying to get through.
Yeah, Dirksen held up badly by Miney on the apex there, and he's going to have a look then down towards the apex of turn 3, and Solov's going to follow him through. Is he able to make it? Yes, he is. Miney really under pressure now on that very old set of tyres. Montoya, the next driver, trying to make the move.
It's Kushmini ahead there, isn't it? And he follows him down the inside. What an overtake that is from Tsolov.
And Goethe's going to swing through the apex of turn 11 and just not quite give. I'm not sure he's entirely aware he's alongside him there, but he's just not quite given Miata enough space.
There'll be more days like this for Martinius Stenchon, but this will be his first win in Formula 2 and a first 1-2 finish for the Rodin Motorsport squad as well. What a day for them, one they will remember for a very long time. We finished behind the safety car, but Martinius Stenchon always looked like the one to win it. Well done to him, his first F2 win, then Alex Dunn, Gabriele Mini, Nikola Tsolov. He puts himself onto that top step of the podium for the first time. And that will be celebrations in Canada. Next up, Alex, it's to more familiar territory. We've ticked off the USA, we've ticked off Canada. Next, we go to the streets of Monaco.